Hello guys, you are all so very welcome to my YouTube channel. My name is Trish. I'm so excited to be on this video today to share with you my recent experience on these YouTube streets. So when the month of May began, I just said to myself, I am done playing on YouTube. I really need to get into the nitty-gritties of how these things work, how these tools especially work on YouTube to help me gain success. So today is like the 29th day of May, and I feel like I am just in such a good place to be able to share with somebody who needs to create a live stream very soon that is going to add onto their 4,000 watch hours, which you need to acquire on these YouTube streets to get monetized. So without much ado, I've just put together this video where we're going to be learning. I mean, this is the exact method that I use to create my recent live stream. There is no flair, there is no cutting corners. I am just bringing this information to you the way I went through the process myself. And it is so interesting to know that YouTube has provided us with such great tools, and other external tools put together just makes the whole big difference. It is just a game changer. So in this video, you'll be excited to find out how you can do a live stream over time and how that adds up and goes towards you achieving your 4,000 watch hours without sweat. So without much ado and without saying any more, let's go behind the scenes and let me bring you up to speed on all the tools that I've used in this video. Let's do this. Okay, so just as I promised, first things first, I'm just bringing you behind the scenes, and then I'm going to take you through how I achieved that live stream that a lot of people have asked me about. So I'm just going to be sharing my screen real quickly, and then we're just going to go right into it. So first things first, I will recommend people to upload the OBS Studio onto their computers, and you should be able to see something like this. You should choose whatever interface you're interacting with. If it is Windows, if it is a Mac, you choose, and then it should let you download the Intel version, and you will see that YouTube is one of their first tier sponsors, so it is very acceptable to use, and you will be seeing an interface that looks just like this. So I'm just going to be bringing you up to speed on how that works. Now, with that downloaded and installed successfully onto your computers, the next thing that we need to do right now is to quickly go into our studio and then schedule a stream, because we need the key from our YouTube to copy it into our OBS Studio. So I'm going to go ahead and schedule my stream. I'm not going to use an old stream. I'm going to create a new one so that people can see. So I already have set up my channel such that it has some kinds of it just comes set up. I just always have to change based on what video I am going to be uploading. So I'll just use my already everyday setup to just show this. And then I have my description, I have my titles. Don't forget that. Those are very important. I'm using a streaming software, so that has been selected already, because then when I got into my studio, once I click on schedule, I have the chance to choose if it is a mobile, if it is web. In this case, we're using a streaming software, so that's the one you choose. And then whatever category you're aiming for. So I'll just use the how to and style to show. And then I'm going to be uploading a thumbnail from my workspace already, which is an old thumbnail that I'm using to show everything. And for the playlist, I have a live playlist already, so I'm just going to select that. And then for audience, no, it's not made for kids. And paid promotions, we don't have any paid promotions just yet. Then it's not an altered content, so it is a no. And then I have some tags here which you can always add on and just make it interesting and fun. And then language, you can choose what language works for you. And then I'm just going to go ahead and say next. And then when it comes to the customized section, people have asked me how I make that message appear on top of the chat section that says the chat is only available to subscribers. So this is the part that the magic happens. So participant mode. So instead of selecting anybody, instead of saying anybody can message you, which means that people can just hop in and hop out of your live just for the fun of it without engaging or without subscribing. I'm just going to not use that. I'm going to select subscribers, and I'm going to usually customize and give it 3 minutes instead of 5, okay, because people can get a little impatient. So while they wait for 3 minutes, that means that they are watching your channel, because maybe somebody wants to tell you something. Some people even leave it for 1 minute. If 1 minute suits you, you can do 1 minute. So somebody watches your channel for at least 1 minute, which I think is too small, so I'll leave it at 3, watches for 3 minutes, and then they can subscribe. After they subscribe, then now they can talk to me. They can tell me whatever they think they want to tell me, whatever is on their minds. So then I do next, and then I have to put it on public, because you cannot go through this hard work and leave it at private. So you definitely have to choose public so that everybody can see when your stream comes on. So now I'm going to be selecting the 30th, May 30th, and then I'm going to choose a time that is about, I usually will give it a lot of time so that I can download all my videos and make sure. So I'm just going to set it up for 12 a.m., which is at dawn, around the dawn time, and just say done. So once this has been done, you're ready to go. So it is setting everything up the way it has to. And then once that is done, this interface will just, so as you can see, it says Tracy's Odyssey 10 on subscribers only mode. So I do that because I want to grow my subscribership. I can't just let people hop in and hop out at this time, and I can't be generous with that just yet. I just have to try and make my YouTube growth visible. So that is why I leave that message on top over there. I'm so sorry that I do that, but this is the reason why. That is how it helps. So now, very importantly, I come into this section of things. I'll see the default stream key, and that don't share with anybody. I repeat, do not share your default stream key with anybody. So I'm just going to copy it here. I'm not even going to view it because it's not safe. So I'm just going to copy it here, and then with that copied key, I'm going to go into I'm just going to go into my OBS. So now that we have been able to set up everything in our studio on YouTube, and we have copied our key, as I said, do not share your key with anybody. You want peace of mind, don't you? So don't share your key with anybody. So now you come here, and then you hit on the 3 dots. As you can see over here, you see your channel that you connected. And as I said, the OBS Studio is very intuitive. It just allows you to go and just connect your YouTube channel just like that. Okay, so once that is said and done, most importantly, you need to bring that key just to confirm that indeed it is you and you doing it. You're going to be bringing the key you copied over here. So now once we're on this, we just want to see whether the scheduling we did appears here. I'm just going to hit on these 3 dots and say select stream, and exactly it is upcoming. So it means that whatever efforts we put together in our studio, whatever cooking we did, the rice is ready, the rice and stew is ready, or the eba and ogbono is ready. So this is it here. So now, without much ado, I'm just going to be showing people how you're going to be inserting your key, because that is a vital part for this to really work well, the way you expect it to work, right? So now let's go to the settings, and then once we're in the settings, we go to stream, because of course that is why we're here. Now, when you first download the OBS Studio, these are the sort of things that comes. The settings come right at the top of it. Once you have downloaded and installed on your computer successfully, this is the interface that comes right after it. So in that interface, at first, you won't have YouTube selected. You are the one who is going to be selecting YouTube. I don't know why this is not working. I'm just going to say cancel and just say, so we're selecting. Once we select, and then we go to general, we go to stream, we see all these interfaces ready. You selected this YouTube at first when your OBM installation was completely done, because you're using it for YouTube. And then now with the primary, it is already inserted over there, and then it is ready to go. Now you're going to be using this side of things. You're going to click on this side. It's supposed to be working, but it's not. So it's not able to pop out the way it should. So you're going to click on this use stream key, and you're going to copy and paste your stream key. It opens it up for you. Once you click on this, make sure you click, it will open up. When it opens up, then you copy and paste your key, your streaming key. Now the streaming key, you don't have two, you just have one for every channel. So that is how YouTube identifies all of us. Everyone has a unique identity. So that key you have copied, that one time you set your OBS Studio up, you're not going to repeat this step ever again. So that's what I'm saying, don't share your key with anybody. Once this is done, you have set up your studio for the rest of the time, and then you're just going to say, ignore streaming service setting recommendation. I mean, I didn't ignore it because I want to use it, so I didn't check that box off. So you may as well leave it. Unless you have further information and you understand what you're doing, you may as well leave this advanced options for now. So now we're just going to go into okay once everything has been set up, and then when we come onto this side of things, we can see our video there. When you click on this dot, just as I've said, click on this dot, you go to the select stream. It is popping and showing and ready to get into what it needs to get into. So that is how you copy and put your key in the system. So now the part that is interesting is uploading your video. Now let us go straight into CapCut, because then I used CapCut let me just go out of this for a second. First of all, I used InVideo AI. Just going to say InVideo. So I used InVideo AI to create, I just gave it prompts, and this is just something it created like yesterday. It was so funny, but I just gave it prompts. And then it created, for example, I'm just going to be using this video to do the illustration because that's what I have for my live stream. So I just said soothing animated gardening, water jar magic, and relaxing music. So it was able to create, InVideo AI created this for me. And then this is what I have here. So I downloaded it, which I have already downloaded, so I'm not going to download again. And then I brought it straight into my CapCut. So when you go into my CapCut projects, you will see that I just uploaded this video from here. I just said upload, and it goes into my upload file. And then I selected it from this side of things, and I have my video here. Now I try to duplicate it more than once. So this is an original video, and I duplicated it 3-4 times. And then now this music, as you see here, so let's play this a little bit. So the sound that you are hearing in the background is not originally from InVideo AI, because I didn't want to have to deal with any copyright issues after, because I don't know. So because I don't know, I'm just trying to secure everything before it even happens. So I go and then I use Suno AI. So in Suno AI, you're just going to be creating music. So this is my workspace in Suno AI. When I come on live, this is how I'm bringing the music. So I'm just going to go, so this is my account. I'm just going to go into create, and I'm just going to say soothing, healing, ambience, music. So I'm just going to say soothing, healing, ambience, music, and then I'm just going to say create. Now, what Suno AI usually does is that it creates for you 2 sounds at a time. So if you want to create 10 sounds with this prompt, it will give you anything you want. So now this is the first one. Let me just listen to it a little bit. So let's listen. So this is it. This is the healing sound. I didn't do it. Suno did it with my help. AI did it with my help. It is you and AI creating, okay? So now, this is also the other sound it created. So between this and that, which one do I want? So I just have to go here. I just have to go to these 3 dots and say download, and I will download it as an MP3 audio. Now, when I finish downloading it as an MP3 audio, I go back into my InVideo AI. Okay, so that was just by the way. So then I go back into my InVideo AI, and okay, I don't go back. I go to CapCut instead. So in CapCut, I have my video imported from InVideo AI with the prompt I gave it. Now I have my music also here. I actually uploaded it by the download I used, the MP3 download I used. So now this is the music. Now I'm going to layer the music over the video. So now let's see what we created. So this is it. So once this is created, I'm just going to download it, and I downloaded it somewhere here. So it's already downloaded. So now I have it in my workspace. Now we're going to go back into our OBS Studio, because that is where we are going to, that is OBS and YouTube. We are going to put the bridge between the two, and then we're going to have like a very nice experience. So I'm just going to click on add and then create like maybe a title for this video. I'll call it how to on YouTube. I'll just say how to on YouTube, and then I'll say okay, I have one here already. I'm not going to be using that, so I'll just delete it so that it doesn't create any confusion. But the title of this should be in sync with the title of my scheduled video. But just because I'm doing an illustration, okay, I'm better off creating ones that just communicate with each other. I'm just going to say fashion and style. I'll just leave it as fashion and style. Fashion and style. And say, okay, so this is fashion and style. Now, with that said, I'm just going to go here and then choose, I need to bring my video. So I'm just going to go into the second box of things. So the first box is you adding your title, and then the second box is you actually going to select from your device. So as you can see, I'm just going to go into the second box of things and then click on this and then go into media source. Now in media source, it says media source 2. I'll just leave it as that and say okay, and then it brings me here. Now pay attention to this side of things, because you want to first of all click on loop before you forget, because you're going to be live streaming this video for how many hours? For as long as you want. But what is a guarantee that it's going to go on and on and on, even if you have excused yourself from your device, or if you have excused yourself from your screen? It is the loop that makes the magic go on. So don't forget to click on your loop first of all before you forget, and then you go into your browser, and then we go into recent, and then we can find in recent what video we have downloaded. So I'll just do downloads instead, and then I'll choose, that is the video over there. I open it, and then it is imported here. So I'll just say I make sure that everything is looking well. I just say okay. So now the video is here. Now if I want to see what is going on here, I will just make sure that I move this a little bit. I tilt it off the screen a little bit just to make sure I've aligned the video well. And the screen is quite big, but you just make sure you put it at the center of things so that it looks well in your own eyes. Now the video has been put up and you're almost ready to go. So now I've imported my video. It is looking well. I like what I'm seeing. So what do? I just go ahead. So what I do is that I just go ahead and let's just pretend that it is 12 a.m. or it is almost 12 a.m. or let's just say it is 12 a.m. So once it is 12 a.m., I click on start streaming. Now be aware that you have all these microphones working very well. Now this is your microphone. Make sure that you have turned it off, because whatever noise you make in your background whilst you're streaming will come in your streaming. So I'm just going to click that off also, so that whatever sound experience people are getting is the original sound only. It is not extras from my background, because I can't afford for the sound not to be classic and for the sound not to be as good as I have created already. You see that Suno did a great job at giving us good sound. I'm not about to mix it up with my footsteps and my gossip and everything, you know. So now I'm just going to say start streaming. So when I say start streaming, we found multiple stream. Please select the correct one. So I'm supposed to select this one. It says upcoming. So if I select this one and then I say it has actually, I started streaming and it's telling me that it is excellent. Now I'm just going to go right into the studio just so we can see what we have created. So this is what is going on here, and it says that excellent connection. It says, I just refreshed the page again so that we can see what is going on. So I'm just going to click on go live, because don't forget that it is already showing here. Can you see? It is already showing here that it has started a while ago. So if I just click on go live, that is when everything comes live. Everything comes live. And then going live, it says going live, you are live. So now that I am live, I go to the analytics, and this is where I see people jump in and jump off. And then this is the stream health. This is where I see how excellent is it. Now it's going to tell me if the streaming is healthy. So that is how I was able to create that live stream that people, my dear sisters, my dear brothers, you've been asking me about. So now I hope that this video helps. I hope that the OBS Studio installation is not such a big deal. If I need to come back and just do a video on that installation, I sure will, but I need to get feedback first. But I think it should be okay. Once you copy your key and you put it where you need to put it in your settings, you select your YouTube RTMPS, and you key in your key, your key you shouldn't share with anyone. My dear, you're good to go. So this is how we achieved it, and I hope you're also able to create yours at this time. Thank you so much, and I hope this video helps. Thank you. I'm going to end my stream now because this was just for illustration. Okay, so yes, that's it. And just like that, ladies and gentlemen, you are on your way to achieving your 4,000 watch hours, and that is the most exciting part of this video today. And I mean, YouTube is a place where learning never ends. It is only about game sharing, nothing about gatekeeping over here. And if you really liked this video and it made any kind of difference at all, don't forget to give me a thumbs up. Don't forget to leave me a comment. If you have any questions, leave it in the comment section, and let us learn, level up and grow together, because that is what this YouTube whole journey thing is about. So if you're ready, let's do this, and see you in the next one. Let's amplify. No eyes, no walls.